Hi, I'm Stuart. This is Amazing Awful Games, and this is the first episode of a series of videos that are going to be about Cascade Cassette 50. First, I'm going to tackle Commodore 64, do 10 games each video, and then later on I'll move on to other formats. Well, I believe Maze Eater is what happens when somebody says you can't possibly make a worse version of Pac-Man than Atari 2600. And some program somewhere went, challenge accepted. And thus, Maze Eater was born. This is an incredibly slow Pac-Man variation, where Pac-Man's seen better days, got a bit of beast, and he sort of chugs around his maze slowly. But luckily for you, the floating ghost is even slower than Pac-Man. This is a painfully dull game, one where you have to give up on life to get killed, or run straight into the ghost on purpose. This one is Galactic Attack, and basically you have to fly your ship around, drop the letter A into one of these funnels, at which point you pick up an alien, then the ship has to fly back up to your ship, past these balls. Now, this game wouldn't be that terrible if it wasn't for the fact some of these things just appear at random. If they fairly follow the pattern, yeah, it could probably be passable. Space Mission is like the world's dullest adventure. It puts itself as an adventure game, but it kind of plays more like a choose your own adventure, except that everything you choose leads to death. So it gives you an illusion of options here, but with each part there's usually only one option. Every other option leads to you dying. Often you'll be asked, do you want to carry on? And it will take you all your strength to be able to say yes. Maybe there's some sort of tactics in there where you have 5 grenades and somehow tactics play into it, but I highly doubt it. I think I'm giving it too much credit there. This looks a bit shady on the part of the programmer. They call it Lunar Landing in all the documentation, however it's actually called Lunar Lander in the game. Of course there's a real Lunar Lander out there, which is obviously a lot better than his shite offering. You're supposed to be able to thrust upwards to avoid going down too fast, but the button in the game instruction doesn't actually work. Bloody awful. This game is Plasma Bolts, where you have to make your way through a tunnel, possibly, shooting these barriers so they go out your way. But this game is just like ridiculous because the position I'm in now, you can pretty much stay in that for the entire game and just shoot the sides of those barriers when they appear. And the action halts when you fire and just start moving again. It's all very sluggish, like all these games near enough are written in BASIC. Yeah. You could have had more fun if they made a game called Watching Paint Dry Simulator. This is about as exciting as it gets. So, halfway through the first 10 games, and we've got some more delights to come up. Let's have a look at this, shall we? There you go. That's all the stuff I've still got to tackle. So at what point I'm going to break, I don't know. But after this, I've got several more versions to do. So 5 videos of this, and then one for every other computer that cassette 50's on. So wish me luck, and on with the rest of the video. So this one's called Startrek, and yeah, I'm not even trying to hide what we're up to here. This is incredibly dull. Perhaps there's some like massive hidden depths of this game I don't know about. Perhaps it's actually some strategic masterpiece. But to be honest, despite the instructions, I've not got a clue what's going on. You can do long range scans, you can do short range scans, apparently you can fire weapons, you find a ship. But yeah, there's nothing that actually tells you what you're really supposed to be doing. It's just boring, boring, boring. As you can see, edgy seat excitement here. Well, what can I say about this game? I think this may be one of the worst. Got flashy C64 graphics there. Not bothering any kind of character set for this game. We'll just stick a couple of squares on, that'll do. Nailed it. And you're supposed to use up and down and change the revs per minute to land this plane on this tiny little runway down there. But I've a short time as ever done it because it's so slow, tedious and boring that it's unbelievable. I think this may be the worst game on the collection so far. Yeah, boring as hell. This is Attacker, where you fly your plane across. You can go up or down, adjust speed, and fire bombs. Yeah, I'm not very good at this game, and this game isn't very good, so I think that's a fair swap. They've at least attempted some basic graphics in this one. The objects look like they should do, but the colour scheme obviously is pretty minging. Why they've gone with white background and brown, I have no idea. There's probably not some kind of inspired palette choice. But I just thought, yeah, that'll do. Love that explosion effect, super realistic. This one's Galactic Dog Fight. It's supposed to be played with 2 players, but finding somebody who's willing to play this with you is highly unlikely. And if you can get somebody to play this with you, it's highly unlikely they will still be your friend when you're finished. At some point I might suck somebody in just to play as a 2-player, just to see how bad it actually is with 2 people playing it. There's no single player option. So you've got a great video of me just flying around shooting something that can't fight back. I can't see a second player, that should make it more exciting to be honest. I don't know what's galactic about it either. It seems to be some weird white thing which you think would be clouds in a normal dogfight. Yeah, not good. And last but not quite least, it's Psion Attack. This one you fly past some lovely ASCII mountains there, and the idea is you don't shoot the mines, you have to shoot everything else, and like a lot of games in this collection, there's zero challenge to it. It's slow, jerky, it's done in basic, and it's just pointless. Chances of actually dying unless you shoot a mine deliberately are pretty low. I assume it goes up in skill levels, but the fact you're just pretty much flying straight, you've got like plenty of time before a mine comes at you. And because of the base of these games can't go much faster anyway, yeah, you're just going to continue on and on and on and on until you just drop from boredom. Well, that's the end of that episode, and congratulations on making it to the end. Please like, subscribe, comment, dislike, anything really, just to let me know what you think of this video. Tune in next time when this will continue to haunt your nightmares.